Terraria, released in 2011 by Relogic, is a 2D sandbox survival masterpiece. It's my most played Steam game and single-handedly cured my depression. That was a joke. The game design is amazing and incredibly addicting. There's so much to do in this game. You can go explore caves, build a house for your NPCs, fight bosses, and die trying. It's safe to say this game has a lot of content. I mean, just look at the weapon section of the Terraria wiki. Terraria also has multiple difficulties if you like the challenge. It has Classic mode, which an experienced player can easily breeze through, Expert mode, where all the enemies basically have double health and damage, but they also drop better loot, and a new addition added in 1.4, Master mode, which is just Expert mode on steroids. All enemies now have triple health and damage, making it super difficult even for an experienced player. In the 1.4 update, Relogic also added some secret world seeds as Easter eggs. There's 05/16/2020, which is the release day for Terraria 1.4. It has really weird world generation and has a lot of stuff you wouldn't find in a normal world. Second, there's Not the Bees, which just makes the entire world jungle with beehives everywhere. And finally we have For the Worthy. For the Worthy is an insanely hard seed with some secret features to both the world and every single boss. So what if you decided to combine the two and play a master mode for the Worthy world? Well, what you get is the hardest possible challenge Terraria has to offer. Well, you could combine with hardcore so you only have one life, but I'm not going to sit here for 10 years, so yeah. So welcome everybody to my Terraria for the Worthy master mode experience. When I entered the world, the first thing you'll notice is the guide is replaced with a demolitionist, which of course is a feature of the For the Worthy seed. So are the bombs that drop from trees. I already knew both of these things, but I didn't know bunnies explode when they die, so that was a fun first death. After I respawned, I made some armor and immediately died to a blue slime, and then almost got one shot by a vulture. I finally decided to do the smart thing, which is to go underground and look for chests. I found a cloud in a bottle relatively quickly, which gives the user the ability to double jump, and it had the best modifier for early game, which more than doubled my defense. You'll also notice that lava pools now spawn at any height, and that's also a For the Worthy feature, as well as the bombs dropping from pots when you smash them. I found a minecart track that led me to a pyramid, which was awesome. A pyramid has a room with a gold chest containing 3 possible items: a flying carpet, a good double jump, and a set of clothes. The clothes are absolutely useless, and therefore there's a 2/3 chance I get something good, which I luckily did. I got the sandstorm in a bottle, aka the good double jump, so now I could triple jump, which gave me a massive boost to my mobility, which is arguably the most important thing in this game. I went mining for some gold, because it's the best armor you can get before fighting the Brain of Cthulhu. I almost had enough of the full set, and then I went to explore the right side of the world where I found the dungeon. It was buried underground and was more blue than normal dungeons. In For the Worthy, the dungeons had more vibrant colors. Then the blood moon occurred, and I was really hoping to get the shark tooth necklace because it gives a lot of armor penetration, which would boost my damage by a lot, but unfortunately I didn't manage to get it. At dawn, I began building NPC houses so NPCs can spawn. In Terraria, NPCs are really useful because they can sell you a lot of good stuff, and also because they added pylons in 1.4. Pylons are teleporters which work in quite a strange way. There's a pylon for each respective biome, and you have to build at least 2 houses where at least one of the NPCs has to be happy enough to sell you the pylon. For example, if you build 2 houses in the desert with the dye trader and the arms dealer, then the dye trader will sell you the pylon as he likes both the desert and the arms dealer. If you do this in the forest, snow, desert, jungle, underground, mushroom, and ocean biome, you can effectively teleport across the entire map to anywhere you want. Anyway, I went left to explore that side this time, where I found the luckiest thing ever. That is an enchanted sword shrine. It has an enchanted sword, which is a super good early game weapon. Normally enchanted sword shrines generate hundreds of blocks below ground, but this one was exposed, which was super lucky. Then this happened. Yeah, I got one shot by a blood crawler. In classic mode, this enemy does 30 damage. In master mode, it does up to 90. In For The Worthy Master Mode, it did 147 damage, and I had 13 defense. This truly shows how unforgiving this seed and mode is. Also, I would like to mention this world had no surface jungle, which was really confusing, which every world does, except for the Worthy sometimes. So yeah. To set up the pylon network, I really wanted the golfer, who's found in the underground desert. There's just one problem. This place is really hard and I died a lot and forgot about it. So instead I went underground to mine and found the best pre-hard mode accessory in the game. Hermes boots. They allow the wearer to run really fast. So basically, you become black. Just gonna let that one set in for a second. Now would be a great time to like the video, guys. I want to fight my first boss soon, so I went mining for some more stuff first. I got myself enough crimtane ore to make a crimtane bow. Here's a really useful life hack, I guess you could call it. Instead of using flaming arrows, you can go get some ice blocks from the snow biome, and then make ice torches and combine them with normal arrows to make frostburn arrows. They do 2 more damage than flaming arrows and inflict a better debuff. I felt like I was ready for King Slime, which is the easiest boss in the game. I built an arena, bought some grenades, and went to a crimson altar and made a slime crown, so I could summon him, and so I did. Oh my god, I'm dead. Holy fuck. I was not prepared for that. Yeah, let's not count this one. So I summoned him again and I didn't die this time. I did not know the King Slime was so big in the For The Worthy seed. This is his normal size, and this is his size in a For The Worthy world. Anyway, the fight went swimmingly and I managed to take him down. With the money I got, I bought a cat from the zoologist, which is a worthy investment, trust me. During the night, I fought the Eye of Cthulhu, which is now much faster because of For The Worthy. I summoned him late into the night because I'm stupid, and so it turned day and he dipped. Next night, I grabbed some potions and tried again. This time it didn't turn day, and it was intense to say the least, especially towards the end where I died and he had like 1 or 2% health left. During the day I set up a small plant farm and got some sandstone for the desert houses. I also smashed some crimson hearts and got the Undertaker, which is a gun. When it turned night, I was ready for round 3, where I obliterated him. It wasn't even close. This moment was gold, honestly. The Eye of Cthulhu spawns small eyes, and if you hit one with a grenade, it kills all of them within a radius. Here I threw a grenade, and it perfectly missed all of them by flying through a tiny gap. Honestly, I couldn't have done that even if I wanted to. The Eye of Cthulhu will always drop the Shield of Cthulhu if you defeat him in an expert mode or master mode world, and it allows you to dash, which is something you didn't know you needed before you get it. After Eye of Cthulhu, I decided to fight the Torch God, which is a secret event where you place 100 torches and they begin shooting at you. I was not prepared, to say the least. Second time it worked according to plan though. You get an item called the Torch God's Favor. When consumed, it will permanently turn any torches you place into the current biome's torch variant. I know what you're thinking, why in the world would you ever need that? You see, placing them in the correct biomes will increase your luck. That sounds stupid, yeah, but see, this is the official Terraria wiki, okay? I swear I'm not on drugs. I went to the desert and made some houses for the pylon network I'm probably never going to establish because I'm probably not going to finish this playthrough. I built an arena for the Brain of Cthulhu and found some vertebra and vicious mushrooms so I could craft a bloody spine to spawn the Brain of Cthulhu on the surface instead of in the cave. You need 15 vertebra and 6 vicious mushrooms, but I thought you needed 15 vicious mushrooms, so when I had 14 vicious mushrooms, I went all the way back just to get 1 more vicious mushroom that I didn't need. I want to fight the Brain of Cthulhu during the day because it would be easier to see it. So I started on an elevator where I found a lucky horseshoe. A lucky horseshoe negates all fall damage, so it's super useful. When it turned day, the goblin invasion spawned, which was awesome. The goblin invasion is really good because once you defeat it, you unlock a new NPC. This NPC, called the Goblin Tinkerer, is the best NPC in the game. He has 2 things that make him super useful. First, he sells you the Tinker's Workshop, where you can combine accessories so they only take up one spot. Look at the arc shield. Here you combine 11 different accessories into one with the Tinker's Workshop. Second, he can re-roll your weapons and accessories. You pay him money and he will give you a random modifier. This is obviously really useful because you can get good modifiers on your weapons and accessories that will give you a massive boost. So that's why the Goblin Invasion spawning is good. Because I forgot to build a lava trap, it took me a really long time to defeat him. Luckily, you can die as many times as you want during an event without it respawning. I went to the Crimson with my potions to spawn the Brain of Cthulhu. It did not go well, as I made the same mistake of standing still when the boss has the ability to teleport. Second try went much better, but I died because it teleported right in front of me. What was I supposed to do here? I had already used my grappling hook before it teleported, so that was just bad RNG. Yeah, so that's what Mastermode For The Worthy feels like. I'm gonna end it here. I don't plan on doing another episode unless this one gets popular, which it probably won't. But if you did enjoy the video, please leave a like. If you'd like to see more of this in the future, then please subscribe. It's free and you can always unsubscribe, you know? If you have any ideas or questions, just leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.